Hello, this is Lost here, back with another video. This is what if Naruto had some strange power? Well, I'ma start off now. So we start this off with the Naruto. No, during when during the Great Ninja War, Minato, when he was in the war, Minato he got hit with some special kind of poison that messes with your chakra system, right? So even though they gave Minato a handicap, I mean not actually give him a handicap, weakened Minato, he um well he he wasn't he wasn't out of the question. He was still as strong, but he only had physical strength. But he didn't. But what nobody knew that even though he have no chakra, his I mean yeah yeah nobody know that he had other powers because of what they hit Minato with. Even though he cannot use chakra, he found out that he had something else called negative energy, and also he had positive energy to counteract that negative. So Minato thought of like, okay, so I don't have chakra no more, but I have something else that is better than chakra or worse than chakra. So Minato decided to test this out, right? It's like it was one of the breaks during the war. I mean, when Minato had a break, and Kakashi, Obito, and Ren is still there with him. So Minato decided to test out this strange power. So I mean, and everybody knows that Minato no longer have chakra, so they are second guessing making him the Hokage now. But only Kushina and those who are closest to Minato, aka Ran, Kakashi, Jiraiya, Obito, Kushina, Hiruzen, um, and all those other people that was close to Minato, they know about his power to warp space to his will. It's like it's like it's like having no chakra made him better. So when he went back in the war, he tested out. He decides to see the full potential, and this is against the Stone Village. It's like Minotaur versus the Stone with all his shinobi with him. Everybody is second guessing following him, but for Gaku, he just he used his Mangekido Sharingan. I forgot Fugaku's ability, but if Sasuke's flame control and Itachi is a Materasu, I'm guessing it's like fire. It's like infernal flame control. I mean, Amaterasu and flame control together, or was that like I forgot Fugaku's ability, to be honest. So I'm just mixing flame control and Amasu and Tsuki uh Tsukiyomi together. I mean, not actually flame control, but it's like control Tsukiyomi. I'm putting them together. or one like I know one of the abilities came from Mikoto, but I'm just gonna put two together because I do not know what their Sharingan can do because I haven't looked at their fandom. Uh, so he was doing that on the other side of the battlefield while Minato testing out his power, and when he uh when he tested out his power, he noticed that he was moving faster than he was with the flying Raijin. So he took out in the original he took out 1,000 men, but in this one he took out 1,500 men with only time, well, only the time warping power. So after the war, everybody's like, he he gotten better with no chakra, and that motivated people with no chakra to do better. But Minato's trying to figure out what did those those the Cloud Shinobi do to me. Like he know he got poisoned by something that destroyed his chakra coils, and it was painful, but he gained a power after that. And he's trying to still figure out, but he can't figure it out at all. So we time skip to the death of Obito, or the presumed death of Obito. Minato was still fighting across the whole the other battlefield. Kakashi, it's like the same thing it's like almost the same thing that happens, but when Ren jump in front of Kakashi's Chidori, at that instant, time slowed down for Kakashi and Obito. Because if you don't know, in the original, Obito was there. So now, Obito and Kakashi, they both awoken the Mangekyo Sharingan, and and right at that instant, Kakashi unconsciously, subconsciously, commonweed away his own Chidori, just and he passed out because the chakra exhaustion. On top of that, Obito, on top of that, he couldn't. On top of that, he was. Uh, there were too many things happening at once, so he passed out. Obito put Ren in a genjutsu because he noticed that um because he noticed that Ren was about to lose control of Isabu, the Three Tails. So yeah, so now the Leaf got another tail beast. So the Mists like shit are plan fucked up. Yes, take her and leave. But Obito didn't let that happen. He killed everybody like he did in canon. But when Kakashi and Ren woke up, they see Obito just sitting there looking at him. Kakashi's like, Kakashi woke up first though. So Kakashi's looking at Obito like, Obito? I thought you were dead. Wrong. I'm not dead. So Kakashi asked, "What happened to you?" Everybody, he got all he have all types of emotions going through him right now. So now that he can't. So Obito they just start talking, and Obito's carrying Ren back to the village. So now Naruto just asks this one simple question: where are you gonna go after this? I mean, not Naruto, Kakashi asked this one simple question: where are you gonna go after this? He said, "I'm coming back to the Leaf. Of course, where else?" He said this. Naruto said, "Oh, okay." I mean, not Kakashi said that. So, so now, um, that so said that he get back to the Leaf, right? Everybody see that this man is still alive. Everybody thought he died because he's been away for a month or so. So when 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 Mento hears of this, he was the first one to come and see it, if it's true or not. So, um, hold up. All right, I'm back. So, Kashina and Minato hugged Obito because, hey, they was fond of the little man. So Kakashi asked Obito, "Do you want your eye back?" Obito say no, and we get to my perspective, point of view. He's saying, "Nah, I hit them out too early, didn't I, Black Statue?" Like as you said, yes, you did. Luckily, we always have backups. So they go to Nagato and manipulate Nagato into this, and yeah, it goes the same. I mean, somewhat the same, but they have another Uchiha before the extinction of the Uchiha clan, and this Uchiha is gonna be a fairly important one, fairly important to the clan. And his Sharingan can ah, well, his Sharingan Mangekyo ability is something like teleportation. It's not like Kamui, but it's like teleporting physically instead of going to your own pocket dimension and popping out the other end. It's like different from that. It's like teleportation, where he can just like teleport within a 5 to 20 meter radius in front of him, behind him, and left and right. It's like his own mana field of teleportation. And he can do it as long as he can until he runs out of chakra. So yeah, that's his special ability. I still gotta give him a name, but that'll be later. So time goes by as it is with, and as it does in canon, but with the actual full team of Minato. So and with Obito there as well. So now we time skip to where Kachina's having Naruto. Minato doesn't know if he's gonna have chakra because the doctor said that him and his future generation of children may or may not have chakra. So he doesn't know, but he doesn't. But Minato doesn't really care because he's wondering, I have no chakra, but I'm still alive, right? They're about to say yes. The Hyuga scanned over your body and sensor scan your chakra system, and you have no chakra whatsoever. You don't have any chakra. So Minato comes up with this conclusion. So I'm able to live without chakra, right? They say yes. So that means that we did not have chakra before. Because Minato was big brain in this one. Because his chakra, like once his chakra was gone, this man had a damn near understanding of the human body. So now Minato's like, that means the human race was at one point never had chakra. So that means someone or something gave us chakra. And I'm guessing the person that gave us chakra was the Sage Six Paths. So the doctor said Minato, even though you're no, no, even though I know you're smart, this sounds dumb. Minato said, but think of it, I'm living without chakra though. I'm living proof that you don't need chakra to survive. And I just say that's true. But you have some other strange power that we don't know about. And Minato say yes, but I draw that power from the inside out. I don't know what it is, but it's not chakra. But I'm guessing that it's some other energy that me or my clan have that we can survive off of. But I'm guessing that I needed my chakra to be gone to be able to awaken this ability. And the doctor say, it sounds really interesting, Minato, but still highly don't know what it is. But we should look into the history books about it. Minato say, yes, I agree with you, but um yeah. So over time, I mean, like, this is way before Naruto was born. So about when Obito came back, Minato's hair started turning black. And Minato don't know what is going on, but it started turning black. And his eyes started changing colors a little bit. Kushina didn't. Nobody knew why, but they just talked it up. It might be that power that Minato have, guys. It turned because he had this power. His hair is turning back to what their hair color, what his clan hair color originally was, black. What, and it came and it was before the Sage of Six passed, and because people started having chakra, chakra started becoming enough. Over the thousands of years, chakra started becoming the dominant feature because less and less people of his clan had these abilities. And it's not in the history books no more because because the time is so far away. I mean, it's still there. You just got to search for the old the old. It's like one of the oldest structures in the world, and you got to search for that mug. And it's, yeah, it's gonna be hard to find it if you find it. So, and also, Minato started seeing strange things in the air, floating, flying around. He paid them no attention because he recognized they are asking for people attention. And then you see me, and if somebody do, they get eaten. So this man chalks it up. Yeah, ignore the motherfuckers until I ignore them until I'm strong enough to defeat this shit. Cause he can feel the different power levels of them, and the way they look, in a different way they look, the stronger they are. So yeah, he chucked that up. And if like, I mean, nobody can see him unless you have the Rinnegan, and because you have and if you have the Rinnegan, they avoid your ass because you can just suck out their goddamn soul and increase your fucking lifespan. They learn that the hard way from seeing pain. That motherfucker gave no fucks. This motherfucker just absorbed this shit. Just like they say the six paths, just absorbed them from long this life. And also the Byakugan. Like, I mean, they don't really be in places with high amount of human population because the power of humanity, because the power that people be giving off is weird to them, but they still eat them. They just mainly hide they mainly in the forest. But in this population, they are not there. So yeah. And they manifest by people negative emotions. So uh, I'm pretty sure it's starting to get the concept of what I say. it's it's gonna be 30 minutes of me explaining the backstory and not getting on with the original story. This is gonna be an episode 2 then, I guess. So now, Minato hair fully turned black. Kushina still don't. Nobody still do understand what the hell's going on. But hey, so now we get to Naruto's birth. So we had Naruto's birth. That Uchiha, I'm gonna give the name of Nine. Yeah, his name is Nine. He teleports in, kills the third wife and the also the nurse. Minato just looking at him like, yo, calm down. Placing a um placing a barrier on top of Kushina. He forgot he forgot he could place a barrier. And so it's like the orbital attack but different. So he placed a paper bomb on Naruto's on baby Naruto's whatever it was cloth. So he grabbed Naruto and move hella fast with that with his strange power again. Getting baby Naruto in the baby crib, put on his fourth robe, looking dope as fuck. He comes back. He talks to Hiruzen, and he said to some guy, and Hiruzen's like, "What's going on?" Because the Ninth is attacking. And Minato like some guy some guy claiming to be some guy who calls himself Nine, who he says he's student of Mamoru Uchiha, took my wife and unleashed them. And he sees that Carlos charging for Tail Beast Bomb. He's like, fuck. Yeah, I'm a. And Karama's facing the Hokage monument. So Minato pops up on a Hokage monument, and he said this. I hope this works. So he said this. Time. So he says domain expansion. Time unraveling. So when Kurama fired the Tail Beast Bomb, Minato let off his domain expansion, which is that takes a lot of power, and it engulfed everybody in the leaf, and I mean everybody in the leaf. Even Nine was engulfed by it. So Nine is like the fuck is this? And Black Zetsu, he remembers this because Kage had told him about this shit. So this man cut off his own chakra. I mean, not actually cut off a chakra. He gave all his chakra to White Zetsu. White Zetsu's confused on what he's doing. Oh yeah, and also the Tail Beast Bomb wasn't let off because it's inside of Minato Minato domain expansion time unraveling. So now Ren, she turns into her Tail Beast form, and Obito Kakashi, they thought of something. Why don't we just use Susanoo? So they jumped on Isabu and coated him in Susanoo armor, and they were fighting against and they fighting against the Nine Tails. So Black Zetsu used his own strange power, which is no one gave a name yet, because I mean I don't want to copy I want to say Jujitsu, but I don't want to be copying other people's titles, so I'm going to say strange power. I mean, even though it's still copying somebody else's title. I mean, it's like confusing to me, but still. So now that they all fighting. Like that's what says domain override. Plants domain override. Unrival overwhelming force. And that breaks Minato domain expansion. He's wondering what the fuck. Someone else had to have this power as well. But Black Zetsu, even though he have tons of negative emotion, he don't have the positive emotion to counter that shit out. So he couldn't keep that up for very long. And it took most of his shit, most of it to. I mean, I'm just gonna call it Jujutsu at this point in time now. So it took all his negative emotion to override that shit, and he said it's alright. So he took his chakra back, and so Minato was like, shit. So now, Ren, Kakashi, and Obito is fighting against Kurama. Nine teleports to Minato, and everybody see this guy and teleports away. Everybody's like, shit. This is even worse. The fourth just got kidnapped. So they're like, you know what? So the ninja said, alright, while the fourth is dealing with him, let's deal with this thing. Let's drive him out the village. So yeah. So the fight goes similar to Minato and Obito fight. But this time it's like two niggas that are teleporting the fuck around. And moving at very high speed, because 9 is mostly based on speed and attack. My Minato is based on speed and attack as well, so yeah. You can see the equal. It's just the amount of battle experience that can overwhelm one. And so Minato have more battle experience. And also Minato managed to find out a way how to place his his power into kunais, so he can teleport to fucking kunais now. So yeah, flying Raijin but without chakra, very overpowered. So he finished 9 off in the same way he finished off Obito. That Rasengan to the back. 9 teleports the fuck away at very high speed. And yeah. So Minato's like, Minato is very exhausted at this point, but he's like, fuck it. There's only one way for me to do this. So he gives baby Naruto. Kushina, and it goes the same as canon. But Minato using his negative and positive energy, fusing it together to summon the Reaper. And he's like, and he knows Reaper wants his soul from this jutsu. But the Reaper is in no rush. So he thought that was strange. But he pushed that to the back of his mind. So he told Kushina to hold down Kurama while he seals him inside of baby Naruto. So that goes the same. But Minato was not the first one to die. Kushina was. So when Hiruzen got there, he's looking at Minato. Kushina's like, what the fuck, Minato? Why didn't you? And he's like, just don't, not right now. Talk to Kushina. Well, right now I'm focused on prolonging my life and sending some of my power into Naruto. I mean, even though in Naruto he already have this, he already have a mixture between negative and positive emotion. He don't have chakra, but the chakra he's gonna have is from Kurama. So his chakra is always gonna be red. No matter how you look at it, his chakra is gonna be red always because of Kurama. So even like Kurama knows that his chakra coils are his own chakra, but he cannot control Naruto because even though because from because you don't have chakra, something else is stronger, and that is Naruto physical strength. His Naruto resistant to poisons. Naruto physical strength and his own will, and also his mind is also stronger. I mean, basically everything is like a two-time multiplier, two-time boost for Naruto. So, the training, his training is nullified by half of his shit. So So even though I'm making Naruto powerful and physical strength and technique wise and learning wise and imagination, he is dog water. So all you're gonna mostly going to most of it is gonna be Naruto fighting with hands. I mean, fighting fist to fist until somebody starts teaching him how to use the power that the fourth had. And because Naruto is the only other person in the village that have his power, he's gonna find out his father is the fourth Hokage. So so there's no reason for Hiruzen to hide it when Naruto gets the age. And Minato basically told him that he's gonna figure it out. So might well tell him, tell him to keep it a secret. And and Hiruzen said okay. So after Kushina get done saying her words and all, Minato looks at Hiruzen and said this is my last will. Please follow these. Tell Naruto when you get the age of 4 who his father is, and tell him that he had the nine-tailed fox inside of him as well. Hiruzen said, but Minato, why? Minato said, because he's gonna find out sooner or later when somebody tells him his chakra is red, and the only beast and the only thing in this world that have red chakra are the 9 Biju. So he's gonna find out sooner or later. Oh yeah, and also Obito arrives. He said, "This Sensei, wait, Sensei." He asks, he starts trying. So Obito starts to use medical ninjutsu with, and I know Kakashi, knows some medical ninjutsu. I know that for a fact because I think he does. I'm pretty sure he did copy medical ninjutsu at one point. I don't know, but I'm gonna say he knows medical ninjutsu in this one. So Kakashi shows up a little after Obito, and he does the same thing, and also Ren does the same thing. They all cry because, hey, the sensei's dying. Yeah, and the fun. Ren does it. But Hiruzen, make sure you protect my boy. Tell him who his father and mother was. Well, let him keep the Uzumaki name until he's strong enough. Make sure he's seen as a hero. He grows up well. Also, make sure you follow someone Kashina's instruction. I do not want to see you in the afterlife too soon, old man. Kakashi, protect Naruto. And protect your goddamn child too. And protect your child too. I know Ren and Obito hooked up. They had a child. I know you have a child too. Protect them. Also, look over, and when he finds out, Ren, teach him how to hone the Nine Tails, not control it, befriend it. And Hiruzen, there are scrolls in my compound that can basically help Naruto with his power. But tell him, even though we both had the same power, both our techniques are different. I mean, our techniques may be different, vary on person. So you may be able to learn some of the jutsus, some of the power, some of the techniques I have, but it may not be the same. So he feels, so Minato seals his power inside of Naruto, also with the seal, and he passes away. Everybody's crying. Well, Naruto is crying. Um, yeah. So Hiruzen picks up Naruto and says, all right, Minato. I will honor your dream. I will honor your dream." So this is where it ended off. This is Lost Stone signing out. And if you like it, leave a at least leave 1 or 2 likes. Not asking for much. Till 1 like. Joking. You don't have to like it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this in either way it goes. So this is Lost Stone signing out.